In today's video, we'll be taking a look at a brand new PlayStation Store flash sale, and this one specifically covers games under $10, and how much better can it get than that. On top of that, we've got some pretty good physical deals, one from Amazon, one from Gamefly, of pretty notable titles, both really good games, so I'll be taking a look at that. Also, we've got the gameplay reveal of Doom Eternal, a lot of great gameplay coming out of that, and it looks as visceral as ever. Horizon Zero Dawn has hit a physical sales milestone, so that is very exciting for Sony and the team over at Guerrilla Games. And then the Xcom 2 collection has been announced. This is a very notable release, and I'll explain why at the end of this video. First, let's talk some good deals. The PlayStation Store deals under $10 flash sale has started. It's going to be ending on August 13th at 8 a.m. Pacific, but there are a ton of great deals as a part of this sale. A lot of smaller titles, considering that all these games are under $10, but a lot of great games nonetheless. And a lot of these games we recently mentioned in our great single-player games under $10 video, so I don't know if Sony's watching our videos or something, because it's kind of funny we upload that video and now this sale just comes up. I'm sure Sony isn't watching our videos. It's just a funny thing to note. Bastion is 60% off for $5.99. By the way, that's a game we mentioned in that video, so that's kind of cool. Daylight is 70% off for $2.99. A bunch of the Dead Rising games are on sale, $5.99 a pop for those. Dragon Age Inquisition Game of the Year Edition, how about that? Another game we mentioned, 75% off for $9.99. Great RPG and great deal on that. As I mentioned, if you compare it to more recent RPGs, like I don't think Dragon Age Inquisition is as good as The Witcher 3, but it's still a very good RPG in its own right, and for that price, I think it's very much worth playing. We've also got EA's Fee, which is 50% off for $9.99, pretty good price on that. Lords of the Fallen is 80% off for $3.99, that's pretty good. Lichdom Battle Mage, 75% off for $7.49. Natural Doctrine, how about that? That niche RPG is 40% off at $8.99, that's not too bad of a price for that. Not the best game in the world, but a pretty cool one nonetheless. Prototype and Prototype 2 are both discounted at $9.89 and $9.99 a piece. Pyre, the other Supergiant games, their most recent one is 60% off at $7.99. That's a really good deal on that, and that might be a new low on Pyre. I don't believe I've seen it that low, so that's a great pickup. Red Faction 1 and 2 are discounted at $3.74. Transistor, another Supergiant game, is $4.99. Gotta give it up to Titanfall 2 Ultimate Edition, which is 85% off for $5.99. Awesome first-person shooter, very much worth checking out. Sleeping Dogs, the Definitive Edition, how about that? Another game we mentioned the other day, 80% off for $5.99. Great price on that, and on top of all those games, there are a bunch of other deals, so we'll be sure to cover this flash sale more in depth in a future video. You guys can probably expect that sometime tomorrow. Moving on from that, outside of the flash deals, there are also a pair of great deals on Amazon and one on Gamefly. Gamefly has got Monster Hunter World to buy for $19.99. That is an awesome deal for Monster Hunter World. Of course, it's not a new copy, but given that price, $19.99 for this game is an absolute steal. I believe Gamefly has had it before at $24.99 or $29.99, but this is a new low for MH World. The game being new, we have seen it for $29.99 once during a GameStop sale, but outside of that, it usually hovers around that $39.99 range, so even though it's been played, even though it's a used copy at this price point, I think this is an exceptionally great deal, and it's a game that you can sink so many hours into. And even if you've never played a Monster Hunter game, we've mentioned this multiple times, but MH World is a great one to start with while not lacking that depth that avid fans want. However, if you're an avid fan, you probably played the hell out of Monster Hunter World already, so I'm probably not talking to you. For those of you that are yet to be sold on the title, at $19.99, I would highly recommend it given all the content that you're getting, and this is one that's going to keep you busy for a long time. At the very least, it should get you through until September, when all the big games start releasing, like Spider-Man, and then October and November we've got a ton of big games, so MH World, a game to pick up to keep you busy until then. Also, Amazon has got Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue for $19.77. This is a must-own right now, especially if you're excited for Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, I would play the previous Kingdom Hearts games, of course, before checking out the HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, but this is a crucial element to the Kingdom Hearts story. This includes Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which is very important to the story. Some people think that's just another spin-off. It is not. It is an absolute must-play for those of you that are trying to get the entire Kingdom Hearts story. You really need to play that game. It was a 3DS game, now remastered for the PlayStation 4. It looks pretty good, although you can tell it is a 3DS game, so just bear that in mind. It's also got a smaller game, Fragmented Passage, that stars Aqua, the character from Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. That's a very short experience, lasting around 2 to 3 hours, so don't expect anything super engrossing out of that, but it's a pretty cool game nonetheless. Kind of sets the scene for KH3, so would recommend you guys to check this out ahead of Kingdom Hearts January 25th release. Those are all of the deals available right now. Again, we'll be covering the flash sale very soon, but we've got some other stuff to talk about. Doom Eternal has gotten its gameplay reveal. Yes, the second Doom title of this generation, and it looks awesome. It looks like a super fast-paced first-person shooter, just as visceral as the first title. And if you guys have yet to play the first first title, you really need to fix that. That was an excellent first-person shooter with a great single-player campaign. The multiplayer was okay, but that single-player campaign was really, really good, and it looks even better in Doom Eternal. Visually, it looks excellent. Looks to be a lot of detail in it, and again, super fast-paced and intense gameplay. So that came out of QuakeCon. You can check out the full video right now, and as I said, it looks pretty dope.
It's all part of the plan.
Moving on from that, Horizon Zero Dawn is widely considered to be one of the best PlayStation 4 exclusives this generation. I think it's hard to call it the best considering we had games like Uncharted 4 and God of War, and I feel that Horizon is just a step below those games, but it's very good in its own right. And now we know, courtesy of VG charts, that the game has surpassed 5 million copies sold worldwide, and that's physically only. That is accounted for physical sales only, so on top of that 5 million, we probably have another couple million people that bought the game digitally, so this game has done very well. For a single-player new IP, that is pretty incredible. Yes, games like God of War have done very well, but that was based off an existing IP, a very notable IP. Horizon Zero Dawn is completely new, but there are rumblings going around that Guerrilla's next game might be a multiplayer game. Could that be a Killzone 4? Or Killzone 5, however you want to call it, if you want to consider Killzone Shadowfall as Killzone 4. I would love to see Guerrilla alternating between releases of Horizon Zero Dawn and Killzone. That would really solidify them as one of the best studios in the world. They're already that. But what other studio alternates between big budget open world game and then big budget multiplayer first person shooter? That would be incredible. If Guerrilla could manage that and alternate between Killzone and Horizon releases, I don't know. I think they would give Naughty Dog a run for their money as best studio in the world, because Naughty Dog, a lot of their games are that single player experience. They're exceptionally great, but they stick to the same formula. If you're telling me that Guerrilla could come out with new Horizon games and new Killzone games, that would be pretty cool. But for now, we can celebrate the fact that Horizon Zero Dawn has surpassed 5 million sold worldwide, and that's physically only. I would imagine that another million or two were sold digitally, given the fact that digital gaming is getting a lot more popular. And lastly, a piece of pretty exciting news: the XCOM 2 collection is coming to the PlayStation 4. This includes all of the XCOM 2 content you need for $59.99, which is really good, considering typically all of the content goes north of $100, but now the complete package is $60. What the collection will include is, of course, the XCOM 2 base game, the XCOM 2 Resistance Warrior Pack, XCOM 2 Anarchy's Children, XCOM 2 Alien Hunters, XCOM 2 Shen's Last Gift, and most importantly, XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. War of the Chosen expansion adds extensive new content in the fight against Advent when additional resistance factions form in order to eliminate the alien threat on Earth. And in response, a new enemy known as the Chosen emerges with one goal: recapture the commander. The expansion includes new hero classes, new enemies, missions, environments, and increased depth in strategic gameplay. It's an essential part of the XCOM 2 experience. It makes XCOM 2 better, and you get that along with a bunch of other downloadable content now for $60. That'll be dropping on August 14th, and it will be coming physically, so it's coming very, very soon. So check that out if you've yet to grab XCOM 2. This is the definitive XCOM experience. XCOM 2 was a PlayStation Plus title recently, so a lot of you might have the game from that, and at that point, I probably would say just stick to the base XCOM 2 game, play through that, and if you really enjoy that, then check out War of the Chosen. I don't think it's really warranted to rebuy the entire game unless you want it physically, but now what it means is in 6 to 8 months, we're going to be able to get the entire XCOM 2 collection on sale for probably $20 or $30, and that'll be really good. That's going to conclude this video. Again, the PlayStation Store is running a great deals under $10 flash sale, a lot of great deals as a part of that, and we will cover that more in depth and look at some of the best deals available for that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. On top of that, Monster Hunter World is available at GameFly, $19.99. That's a great price on MH World. I believe the cheapest we've seen it. Yes, it's a pre-owned copy given it's GameFly and they rent out the games, but still for $19.99, that is an awesome price. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, great deal on that, $19.77. That is of course new on Amazon. That's a game you definitely want to play before the release of Kingdom Hearts 3, again an integral part of the story. Doom Eternal has gotten its gameplay reveal. It looks visceral and it looks awesome. Horizon Zero Dawn has surpassed 5 million worldwide sold, and that's physically only. Again, probably another million or two coming digitally. And the XCOM 2 collection has been announced, the definitive XCOM 2 experience with all of the downloadable content, and that's coming August 14th for $59.99. That wraps this one up. Sound off with your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. This video is sponsored by the fine folk over at SCD Keys. On this channel, we're always talking about saving money and getting great deals, and that's what you can do by picking up a $50 PlayStation Store card from SCD Keys. If you head over to their website, link is down below, and search for a $50 PlayStation Store card, you'll find it. Go ahead and add it to your card, and use our specialized promo code GC3 to save 3% on your order. That'll bring the cost of the card down to $46.64. You can check out and choose your method of payment. Your key will show up on your account, and boom, just like that, you got a $50 PSN card a little bit cheaper. Not only do they have great deals on PlayStation Store credit, they also have Windows 10 and other software heavily discounted, and you can get great deals on those as well. Again, check out the link to SCD Keys in the description box below.